like these kind of standardized tests, just practice off of old copies. But anyways, if you Google free IB papers or free past IB papers, you will get to this website where it's called free exam papers. If you click on it, then it's going to show you like all these subjects that they have, and they have all the languages and everything. And and then you can click on your level, and then it shows you like all the past exams. Well, not all of them, because for most subjects it only goes up to like May or November of 2008. But already that, like, for most subjects, that like the new syllabus, most of the new syllabus was changed around that time. So like if you do those tests, like most of it is going to be on there on your tests anyway. That's like the main source of like getting past IB papers that aren't like free, yeah, because you can buy them off the IB store website. And by the way, these like the study guides and the IB prepared books, you can buy them off the IB website, and yeah, and off Amazon, I think, and some other places, but yeah, at least you can find them on the IB website. And you can buy old exam papers of the IB website, but they cost so much. And of course you're gonna get newer ones as well, like you're gonna get the ones from 2009, 2010, and maybe even this year, I think. But it's still great to have these, because I mean, I only studied off these tests, and there were so many questions, especially on the multiple choice questions in bio and chem, that I had seen before. And I mean, it's so great when you come there and you see the questions and you're like, oh, okay, I know how to answer them. Because most of the time, especially in multiple choice questions, which by the way, I think you only get multiple choice questions in like group 4, which is the sciences, natural sciences. Because I don't know, I'm sorry, but I don't know about like your B languages, except for like A2, and I know that we didn't have anything. And I think that the ones that took like a B language is the B level, I don't think they had any multiple choice. No, they didn't. So I mean, I think it's only for the sciences. And I mean, for those ones, so many times, you know, I love multiple choice. I think it's great because most of the time I don't know, I'm really bad at remembering the exact name, but if I see it, and even though there's like the tiniest difference between two words, I will remember the right one. So for me, like, I love multiple choice, but the thing is, like, sometimes it's just like you have to know how to answer the multiple choice, because they like the IB. I mean, I said that they're trying to be nice, because they're a bunch of teachers. I mean, they just want for all of us to, and for all of you, to do the best you can. You know, they're not gonna go after like the bell-shaped card, if you've seen those. Like 1 year there could be like 50% sevens, and they're not gonna care, because like it's going off of points and not how many people got which grade, if you can understand what I'm meaning, because I can't remember what I was going to say. And yeah, okay, so they're trying to be nice to you, but sometimes they're gonna trick you. Like, I don't know how to say it, but like they're gonna use really hard vocabulary sometimes and ask the questions in really tricky ways, so that you have to know exactly what they're talking about in order to understand how to answer the question. I don't have any, I feel really bad because I don't have any examples right now popping up in my head what could be the right thing. But especially like, okay, if you're taking biology, I had so much trouble with the database questions, because that's like what they're doing all the time. They ask you to analyze a graph, and you can come up with these great things about the graph, but it's the wrong thing that you're saying, and you need to know what you're gonna say. And sometimes they're asking you, like they're using this really complex word, and if you don't know what the word is, you don't know what they're asking you for. And I think it was like that in math as well on our exam. Like I got what they were asking me for, but a lot of my friends had no idea because they didn't know what you were supposed to do. So that's also like a great thing with these books. Like if you see what you're supposed to do, then it's so much easier to come up with it yourself if you've already seen it. And if you find, okay, they're not expensive, but I mean, of course, they're not dirt cheap if you're gonna buy kind of a lot of them. So if you find that they're expensive, but you would like to have them anyways, you can, I mean, maybe you and a couple of friends could go together and buy it off like online, because I think they're about the standard level ones are from 12 to 15 pounds, and the higher level ones are from 40 to 18 pounds. Because like the website is in, well, I have it in they have it in both pounds and in US dollars, and since I'm in Europe, I'm ordering it like of the English one. So, well, of course, the higher level ones are going to be more expensive than the standard level ones because they're covering more material. But I mean, it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. So I mean, you could go with a couple of friends and like, yeah, buy it, and then you split it, like you say, okay, you'll take it this week, and then next week I'll take it, and blah blah blah. Especially if you're just starting off the IB right now, it's a great way to do it, because then you have more time. Like I got these like 2 months before my exam, so I was like, oh, like freaking out. And I mean, I would have spent so much more time going through all these worked examples if I had time, but I didn't really. So yeah. And of course, like I showed you some examples now that you could do, but there's so much more information out there. There's websites that offer tutoring, and I mean, I'm sure that your textbooks are going to be fine in school as well, and your teachers will be willing to help you. And study in groups, because I mean, it's great to study in groups if you can keep concentrated, and if your friends can keep concentrated. It's a really great thing to do, because if you can explain something to someone, then that means like you have to understand something in order to explain it to someone else, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to explain it to them. And it's a great way to know like exactly where you're not sure, because maybe that someone is telling you some information that you don't remember learning, and like they say that some particles are however like something, and that you're no, that's not true, like that's not true at all, and then you have to go over it, and then you know what you're not quite sure about, and that's a great way to know what you need to go over. So yeah, that was kind of my study tip, a few more study tips. So I hope that you all are having a great time, and just keep up with your happy faces, and if you're stressed out, then just take some time off, and stress is your worst enemy, and you're in high school, and you have your whole life in front of you, and they're gonna test you hard on the IB, but it's if you're keeping up with the happy face, then everything's gonna be fine. Okay, see you, bye.